Hello, I'm Tan the Tan BOTC channel. I wanted to talk about this teaser of Return to Silent Hill because I do not like the way it looks, honestly. And there's a couple of things I was writing into my Discord about it. So I got it. I said I'm kind of disappointed. The CGI looks terrible. What happened? Uh, what happened to having a dude in a costume? Like, I didn't care about that when it came to the Balrog because I saw a Nostalgia Critic talk about it, wanting a dude in a Balrog suit for Lord of the Rings. I don't agree there. I think they did a good job, and it's kind of hard to do that unless you do what Jurassic Park did, which I can't remember if they did or not. Make like a big model, or even the Godzilla movie, the one that's got terrible Matthew Broderick acting. Uh, Also, I was wondering if the guy in it was supposed to be frickin' James Sunderland. Like, he looks nothing like him, even his hair color and everything. And then I realized I think there's indie film studios, but you still got the dude who made the first frickin' film, which I love the first Silent Hill. I still have that movie I showed. I think that's one of the, other than some that Dave wanted to see, one of the only ones I showed both Dave and AJ as a video game movie that I thought was genuinely good. Even Moist Critical thought it was good. I agree. I like the first Silent Hill movie, and you can tell the guy loves Silent Hill, Christoph Gaines. And I was like, did they not give him the budget he needed? Did they want to make him look bad or something? What's going on here? Of course, Konami's name is on it, so maybe they had something to do with it. I don't know who had something to do, but I was looking at the CGI. It's freaking terrible. I will be going through the footage. I don't want to get copyright claims, so I might play it in slow motion or something. Um, yeah, I was saying how the CG looks horrible, and then I brought up the terrible movie sequel called Silent Hill Revelations, how they still used a guy in a freaking suit, even though he shouldn't have been there, as well as you can use the nurses and such. And even when they had CGI, it was at least something creative. This isn't in the games, but it is a cool design. And honestly, it holds up better than what I saw in that frickin' trailer. So let's just get into that. Because goddamn, this was frickin' terrible. Now, because I know Konami loves to frickin' copyright your stuff, I am going to play it as slowly as possible and muted. But the reason I'm playing it slower is because I wanted to take a look at some things as we go through. So we got this dude rising up in the water. We got, of course, the different, yeah, there's Konami's name. I think these are indie studios because I've never seen them before. But you got Davis Films, you got Christoph Gaines. Let's see what this light part is. I didn't really take a good look at this. Okay, there's the TV scene you would think from Silent Hill 2, though I remember there being a chair that you could watch, sit down and watch it. Slowly, oh, hold on. Let me see that CG. Eh, I guess whatever's going on here doesn't look too bad. This camera angle is a bit strange. And the sun just quick flashing. Even whatever that was too fast for the slow motion, which is weird. What are you trying to hide? Burning building. What is this? The freaking hotel from The Shining or something? I don't know what that is. Some crab monster. Doesn't really show much. Then got some hallways, some women running down them. Bad CGI flames. I thought this was the scene with is it Angela? What is her name? The one that's like frick, she's the one that's like holding the knife when James wants to take it from her. There's potential like referencing maybe suicide is what they want to commit, but yeah. You know what I mean of that sequence, the famous frickin' if if I kept it, I don't know what I'd do. I love that frickin' entire sequence. It's so frickin' I love the acting in it. Another quick thing. More of that freaking building burning. This is a really short teaser, of course, too. Of course, this is where I thought it's obviously trying to reference James Sunderland and Silent Hill 2 because this is the famous scene, unless it's just a reference. I don't know what to make of it, but you would think that it's Silent Hill 2. I don't know what's going on here. Some creature with arms reaching at him really slowly. Ooh. Your CGI city looks terrible. Ugh. I think you need to bring the fog back so we don't see the render distance here. Because at least look how unnatural. Hold on, look at how unnatural that moved. Like it's going. Look at that. That is terrible. That is terrible. It's like it's got no freaking like textures on it even. It looks like something that has no textures. What is this supposed to be a doll's head or something? What is this? Why does it look so bad? Are these the nurses? That is such terrible looking. I think that is supposed to be the nurses. There's something that about them that doesn't look right. I might have to see them up closer, but yeah, they do you remember the nurses from the original? God, those ones were actually really good. Don't know what's going on in her eyes. He gets that. So there's Christopher Gaines. We get the famous shot of him, of somebody walking into the town while it has a big sign saying "Welcome to Silent Hill." The typical thing we see in a lot of these. Then the slow title reveal of Return to Silent Hill. This is all on IGN, by the way. So definitely check it out if you want to. But I'm kind of disappointed. This close-up of Pyramid Head's sword carving the ground as he slowly walks by. Okay, I think I have to play this in the regular motion because I could tell the CG looked so fake by his movement. The way he reaches his arm through the gate. Like, watch him. Watch this. His movement just seems so unreal. Like, what happened to using a guy in a costume? This entire scene looks so fake. God. It looks bad. He's unnaturally moving, too. It does not look good. CG looks horrible. They, did not give him a budget at all for this. What is going on? And I don't even think, if that... This is clearly gotta be Silent Hill 2, because this... Even though he doesn't reach his arm at you in the game, this is a scene from Silent Hill 2 as well, where the frickin' as well as you're seeing the Pyramid Head as something that they're advertising quite a bit. Which then again, they've shown him off in every frickin' game pretty much. But yeah, this is so unnatural looking. The CG looks terrible, and I think that's pretty much it. You live here now, great, great slogan. It's not boring at all. What's this even say? Hold on. Only in theaters, January 2026. This is too early. You remember how people complained about Sonic the Hedgehog's design and then they had to redesign him? I think this entire film needs to be scrapped and redesigned, honestly. God, it looks horrible. I'm sad. I'm sad. And this is just a teaser, by the way. I hope that maybe the trailer will change my mind, but I don't know how it can with how bad that was. I could tell right away how terrible that looked. Can I see that dull rolling head again? Because that was very unnatural looking too. Where is that? That was right around here or something. Yeah, those flames looked unnatural too. Let me see. There it is. It rolls so fast you could barely make it out, but I could definitely tell it looked awful. There was something off about it. Is this movie AI generated? Is this our first AI generated movie? God, I don't know. This is probably the only decent shot. That doesn't make me go, oh, this looks awful. At least it's hiding any kind of ugly render distance right now. Even the games look better. When I have to compliment Silent Hill Revelations, you know there's a problem. God, this looks terrible. I think that's all I have to talk about with that. Yeah, I can't believe this freaking teaser. This is like one of the worst teasers I've seen in a little bit. And there's been some bad ones. But anyways, I hope that does not turn out bad. I definitely want, like, I don't think I would blame Christoph Gaines for any of that. I think that maybe they did not give him the budget that he needed, or somebody had relied way too much on CG. Like, God. Then again, I don't think the original Silent Hill movie did very well in theaters. I can't remember if that did well. So maybe he thinks that people don't want something like that. I want something like that. I want you to redo something more close to your vision of that. Like, come on. What happened to people in costumes and such? I know that Pyramid Head can't reach his arm through bars without needing to turn his head in an unnatural way. I know he can't do that realistically because of the costume being over encumbering, but he doesn't do that in the game in the first place. So what's the point? Just have him freaking creepily stand there. I don't know. That dude could totally, if you'd seen the stuff he's done in the original movie, that guy could totally bend those freaking bars and just get through no problem. Anyways, I think that's about it that I want to talk about on that. I hope you found something interesting, and I have a bit of a headache. I was not feeling good today, and my head's hurting me. And then I have more of a headache after seeing that trailer. Ugh. I heard that the Metal Gear Delta for Luke Stevens at least wasn't working well on PC. So is Konami truly back, or are they really just screwing up again? I have a feeling Silent Hill F I'm going to be cautious about. Optimistically cautious, but cautious nonetheless. Probably more cautious than optimistic, actually, thinking about uh, some of the other stuff that it looks like they're kind of still bumbling at. But anyways, I don't think they're truly back. Not yet. Silent Hill 2 was a good remake, but yeah. You still gotta have a lot more convincing than that, Konami. A lot more. You need every single one of your recent projects to succeed, as well as your Silent Hill 2 remake. Probably even better. I know that's a lot to ask of you, but no, it shouldn't be a lot to ask of you. You frickin' fumbled up on all your other projects before that, pretty much. Frickin' your Bomberman R crap, the frickin' Contra game you had, your recent Silent Hills at the time. I do like Silent Hill Downpour, but the frickin' Pachinko Machines, Book of Memories, or whatever that game was frickin' called on PS Vita or whatever, Silent Hill Homecoming. Like, God, so many freaking blunders. You gotta freaking make up for. Don't even get me started on the HD collection of Silent Hill 2 and 3. God. Anyways, I think they need to return the form. Do what frickin' Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin says. Return to formula. Or back to formula. I think that's what they need to take advice from. But that that looks horrible. Anyways, let me know what you think. Actually, you know what? One more thing before I close. I did not like that teaser. I am disliking it. I will see you next time, and you have a awesome day. Bye-bye. Oops, wrong thing.